You cannot see my face. You can just see my belly button. Okay. Hi, I'm Brianna. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're back if you've seen me before, and I'm glad you're here if you've never even seen me before. So I'm glad you're here. Either way, this is a video about knitting and a lot of yarn that I bought. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brianna, and I'm so happy you're here. I have recently published 2 yarn haul videos from Hobby Lobby, one of which was very popular and got me over 1,000 subs. Yes, thank you. And one of my most commonly asked questions in the comments was, what am I gonna do with all of that yarn? And it's funny because it is a lot of yarn, and I should be expected to know what to do with it. Well, one is I have a ton of projects in my Ravelry queue that I would like to do, and 2, I'm saving now so that way I don't have to pay so much later. And that's something that I highly encourage a lot of you to do in everything in your life, including food. So that is a big reason why I hold so much yarn, is because it was a great deal at a great value for a great quality wool. Now, moving past that, I came up with 10 knitting patterns specific to wool that I would like to knit. And I will have a separate video on 10 crochet patterns that I would like to crochet from the yarn that I hauled this last week. So if this is something that you would like to watch, then this is definitely the video for you. So again, I've come up with 10 knitting patterns from Ravelry. I have them all linked in a post to briannalentz.com, so that way you can find everything linked directly to Ravelry for your ease and convenience with a picture. So that way you can just watch my video, and if you like something, you can go to my website post and it'll link you straight to that pattern. So I have fingering weight and bulky weight yarn that I purchased. I have 7 fingering weight yarn projects that I would like to knit, as well as 3 bulky weight projects. Again, these all pertain to wool, so these are not tops that I would necessarily, it would have been probably 20 to 30 projects if it were different tops that would also look good in cotton or linen, but we're just talking strictly wool. So I have some free patterns listed, some paid for patterns, some shawls, sweaters, and collars, and that is what I want to knit. And I'm so happy to kind of have it all in one place, because I love everything. I love everything that I have listed in these 10 patterns, and there's nothing that I'm sharing that I don't anticipate knitting in my near future, because I am on this journey this year, I am on this mission to knit and crochet and sew so many more of my clothings and be conscious of what I'm wearing, and just, I don't know, there's a certain amount of money I'm putting into my clothing anyway, so why not make it? And I'm just having a really good time with that. So after 2.5 minutes of an intro, let's get started. I am going to be talking to you while I'm on my computer. I'm going to try recording my screen at the same time as I'm talking to you. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first category, well, I broke this into 2 categories because of the yarn that I have. I have a fingering weight category, and I have a bulky weight category, and these are all knitting patterns, and these are all that I found on Ravelry. These are ones that I already had on Ravelry, or that I already had on Ravelry in my queue, in my favorites, and then some that I found because, again, I have a huge crochet background, and these are all fingering weight and bulky weight patterns for wool. So these don't include patterns that I already have, say, for cotton or linen or anything like that, which is a huge thing that you usually knit tops in, especially for summer. So these are all patterns that pertain to the merino wool that I bought. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one that I want to look at is the Flax Light pattern by Tin Can Knits. This uses a wide variety of yardage and fingering weight. It is a free pattern, and it has over 13,000 projects, which means that if I'm stuck on something because I'm not a huge, knitting sweater guru, so that's my daughter, then, this is one that I could use and I can have reference to because a lot of people have already knit it. I think that this would be really beautiful in the tonals that I have. I think this would also be really, really beautiful in some of like the larger quantities of the variegated that I have. In the fingering weight. So this would be a great way to use some of those large quantities, some of them of which I've got 4 or 5 skeins, especially that red. This would be a great option for that. So this is number 1, Flax Light by Tin Can Knits, free download and a ton of projects. So that way there would be a lot of people that I can refer to that have already knit this. and there are a lot of different resource pictures. I just really like this. This is something that I would absolutely wear. This is definitely my style. I love that I can knit this in any size if I wanted to. There's just such a variety, and this is absolutely my style. Absolutely my style. So there is number 1. Number 2 is the La Poof sweater. The La Poof sweater by Bittersweet. I am guessing at how you say that. Anyway, I really liked this because it's, again, this is fingering weight, yardage 1,000 to 1,750, and I could use all of one color tonal yarns, or I could use a variety of my variegated yarns if I wanted in this. I really like it. This is kind of like a faded sweater. I really like the vibe of this sweater. I think it's really, really pretty. And again, this is something that I would absolutely wear in my everyday life. I don't care to knit something that I wouldn't wear. And so, yeah, I would absolutely wear this. And that's where I want to go moving forward, is knitting and crocheting a ton of my own clothes, as well as sewing. That's where a lot of my channel is moving toward in the future. And so when I was asked, like, what am I going to do with all this yarn? It's like, girl, you don't even know. I've got a ton of things planned. And that's why getting all this merino wool was such a score, because surprisingly, it does get very cold here in Oklahoma. Let's see. Again, so this is a free project, free pattern, simple top down stockinette cardigan. Lets you get creative. 2 strands of color A. And yeah, so there's a lot of different tutorials. There's more information, and 900 projects, 7 blog posts, 32 comments. So I have a really good, reliable community to refer to if I'm stuck on something. Again, not being a very advanced knitter. So those are, I believe, all of my sweaters that I chose. I'm going to move on from some of my projects for the multi-skeins to a free 1 skein pattern. This is something that a lot of you knitters might already know or have knit. This is something I've always wanted to knit. It is the Lena knit shawl. And this is by Nora Backlund. This uses light fingering, 380 to 420 yards, perfect, so I would only need to use 1 skein. It is a free Ravelry download. This is something that I've had queued for years. 14.9 thousand projects, 85 blog posts, 306 comments. If I get stuck, I have a huge community that I can refer to that has already probably been there, done that. And this would be a great option for a tonal or for one of the variegated that I have, even one with sparkles. This is just beautiful. I love the detail, and this is absolutely something that I would wear. I have knit a couple of shawls, and I do wear them. I love them. They're so squishy. So this would be number 3 for sure. I could knit this multiples of those if I wanted to for Christmas or just for myself. Number 4 is another 1 skein pattern. However, this is a paid for pattern, $6.50. It is the Gothica shawl by Suzanne IC. I love this. I think this would be a beautiful shawl to use some of those more obscure, bizarre colored skeins that I bought that I don't think I would necessarily with the pulling wear in a sweater, but as a shawl I would love. This is something that was one of my first knitted items that I queued. So this has probably been in my queue since 2014 or 2015, whenever this came out probably. And I just love it. And I would wear this. In the fall and wintertime, I wear a lot of black. I wear a lot of boots, like black boots. And this, even in this colorway, I would totally wear this. I love the points. I love the jaggeds. I love how medieval it looks. It gives me a vibe that I would feel so cool in. And I don't see many people knitting this, but it is a pattern that I have been in love with for a very long time. Also, I would be able to learn how to do beading, which I would totally try to do because I think that is so cool. Not many projects on this one because, again, I don't think this is that many people's alley. 90 projects, 222 comments. That may or may not be a good thing. I don't know. 102 forum posts, so I think that would be really cool. Let's see, tons of different yarns. Yeah, this was published in 2013. Fingering weight and US 8 to US 10 needle, so it would be a really comfortable thing to knit. Celebration of all things Gothic. I designed this shawl for the Halloween installment of Wool Girls Knitting Club. I want to make the most of this incredible hand-dyed yarn for a brilliant mix of colors. Go on, I'll talk to you in a minute. So, yeah, I love this pattern. Love it. If you have seen this or know somebody that has knit this, I would love to know. I would absolutely, like I said, I would absolutely wear that, especially with that black dress. Yes. Yes, I would. So there is number 4. Now, oh yeah, okay. So now we're going from the Gothica shawl to the knit top Lena by Carrie Bostick Hogue. This is a $7 pattern. And it is so sweet. This is, let's see, published in Simple Pleasure Spring. It is a $7 Ravelry download, but you could get the ebook for $15. Let's see what's that. Oh, she's got a lot. I love this cottage look. I mean, a lot of it's the color, which I don't have this color, but this ebook is a lot of things that I would wear. I would absolutely wear this t-shirt. Absolutely. Yeah. So even besides this, maybe I will link this shirt in my website post, but I will also link the link to the ebook, because for me personally, now looking at this ebook, it would be absolutely advantageous to buy for $15 that ebook, because I would knit everything in it. So instead of buying 2 patterns for $14, I could buy 6 for $15, and that's a good bargain, and it would be helping supporting the designer. And this uses 690 to 1460 yards, so this would be a great option for me in some of those fingering weight yarns where I have three of them, and I could use the entire amount of yardage that I have. That would be fantastic. 272 projects, 6 comments, 4 blog posts, and yeah, there would be enough there that I think I could do it. So let's take a closer look at this particular shirt. I liked how this draped. I liked how this fit. I think it's really sweet. I love the bottom. I like how it looks seamed here. Go close my bedroom door, please. I like this. This is absolutely something that I would wear. It's very cozy. I could pair this with jeans, shorts, or a skirt if I wanted to, or I could just go over something else. I think it'd be really pretty. So there is that one. That one is a paid for pattern. We already talked about it. Hi, bub. Okay, I need you to get down, please. I'm recording a video, sweet girl. Everybody say hi, Jules.
Hi, hi.
Hi, hi. You can sit right here with me if you want to look.
Yeah, just the thing.
Okay, so let's see. No, yep, go ahead. But I gotta hurry, okay? So this would be the best in order. Oh, okay. So the next thing that I write down, again, this is gonna look better on my website. It's just I wanted to get everything up and ready so I could record my video, is the Find Your Fade shawl, or Find Your Fade by Andrea Mowry. She has a Find Your Fade as the wrap. She has a Find Your Fade a sweater, I believe. And so I notate that this would be the best and most affordable opportunity to knit the Find Your Fade. It takes multiple skeins of the colored fingering weight yarn. The pattern is $8. Okay. So here it is by Andrea Mowry. Again, extremely popular. This is an $8 paid for pattern, 11.6 thousand projects, 304 comments, over 2,000 forum posts, 145 blog posts. I mean, this was extremely popular years ago. I mean, I remember indie dyers were selling whole kits, especially for this, and it would run you like over $100 just to be able to get the yarn to fade into this. So if you were a person like I did who got a large amount of different colors, this would be another great way to use all of those different colored skeins of yarn that you have, if you have singles, to be able to use them in a productive way besides just like a bunch of like hats or tops. This would be something that you could do that would be ordinarily extremely expensive in a very affordable way. It's a time commitment though. Whoa, that is a lot of knitting. But it is gorgeous, and her photography is always spot on. I've never knit anything by Andrea Mowry, but you know, she's a celebrity in the knitting community, you know. So yeah, so this would be a great option. Hi.
Can I have my desktop photo?
Your what? So say it.
My dessert roller.
Oh, dessert ruler?
Mm-hmm.
Ruler.
Ruler.
Yeah. Okay, next I have the Brandel top pattern by Quenna Lee. I love that name, Quen or Quenna. I think that's so gorgeous. This one is really sweet. This is a really, really sweet pattern. Again, Brandel top. This is a $5 paid for pattern. Let's see. 131 projects, 3 comments. So it's not knit by a lot of people, but it is very, very pretty. A sweet A-line top with front and back mock pleats for a comfortable fit. I love this. This is kind of going into some of like that cottage core look that I think is so sweet. I could see this absolutely paired with a really pretty pleated gathered skirt on the bottom. I love this. I love this detail right here. That is so pretty.
9 inches.
And the back is gorgeous, and so are these little sleeves. Those details are so cute, and the average difficulty rating isn't that bad. So, top is worn with 6 to 7 inches of positive ease. Again, I don't really know what all that means, so, but this is something that I would love. Suggested yarn, Knit Picks, Lindy chain. Let's see, that looks like it's probably a cotton of some kind.
This.
Yeah, it's linen and cotton, but you want to know what? This is an exception where I would totally probably wear...
This one is 8 inches, and this one is 9 inches.
So let's see. We're almost done, guys. Okay, so that was all of my fingering weight projects that I would make with... that I could see myself making with the yarn that I bought. Now we're going to move on to bulky, which I have 3 patterns. First up is the Gathering Cape by Annie Howard. This is 2 to 3 skeins of bulky weight yarn. Pattern is in the book Outlander Knitting, the official book of 20 knits inspired by the hit series. So this is super cute. This is something fantastical. You could also wear it like living on my 5 acres and just going out to do farm chores or whatever. Like I can wear whatever I want, you know, like, so I could totally see myself wearing this because sometimes you just need a little bit extra, and it's just me hanging out with my kids, so why not make something fantastical like this and a fantasy kind of thing that's actually like super duper cute. I mean, I'm not going like full garb there, but you know, it's just something that I could actually see myself wearing outside, especially with my girls. I think that would be so fun and so cute. And again, I'm just really enthralled with this romantic vintage, I mean, it's more like an antiquity style. So this would be in this book, which I don't know if this is going to link me to it or not. You can buy it on Amazon.
It's
$14. Hey, I need you to stop doing that, please. You're interrupting me. Oh yeah. $14, and you could get all of the, oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so moving back on to what we were talking about. Again, you would have to buy the book for this pattern, but you get 20 projects for $14. Not very many projects, because I don't think, you know, a ton of people will be wanting to wear this, but I would. You would be using bulky weight yarn, 225 to 300 yards, small, medium, and large. Hey, please don't. These are vintage patterns. Hook size and needle size. So it is crochet and knitting, which I could totally do because I know how to do both. Moving on to our second to last pattern is Bittersweet by Laura Ayler. Oh yeah, I loved this one. This is Bittersweet by Laura Ayler. $5 to purchase. And ooh, if you spend $25 or more in one transaction, you'll automatically receive 25% off your entire purchase. That's very generous. I like that. Over 1,100 different projects, 93 comments. So a ton of people have made this successfully. If they have made alterations to it, you know, what have you. I think that's a super cute pattern. This is something that I wouldn't have seen myself wearing before I moved to Oklahoma, or even, I don't know. I'm just entering this new phase of my life where I'm in my 30s. I'm 34, and I'm just going to wear whatever I want to wear, and I love this. So I have a ton of that bulky weight yarn that I could easily knit into this. I like all the little details. I think it is super cute. It's just knits and purls, but it's extremely effective. and super low average difficulty rating. So again, this would also be something that if I felt like I had somebody that I could gift this to, that would be a simple project. And let's see, 2015 was published, $5, 260 yards. So absolutely, I can make this with the quantities of bulky weight that I got in any of the colorways that I want to. All right, moving on to our last project that I have listed is the shawl collar cowl. Over 2,000 projects, 52 blog posts. This is $6 paid for pattern. And again, super sweet. You know, it looks almost like an antiquities type of garment, but I'm not even sure if that's the right way to say it. It just makes sense in my mind that that's what you would call it. And this is absolutely something that I would wear. It gets so cold and windy. It's just like bitter and moist cold out here that I just want something extra over my ears, or I want something extra over my neck. And so this is like going and doing my farm chores. This is something that I would actually wear. I mean, it's classic. It's so cute. So, yeah, $6, a cozy button-up cowl that will keep you fashionably warm all through the colder months. This is knit up in chunky alpaca. Hey, Jules. Shh, shh, shh. I mean, it's really cute. So that is it. So I will have I have all of the screenshots that coordinate with each of the patterns that I have listed here. I will have those uploaded and coordinate with each of the pattern that I have linked that I would knit with this haul from Hobby Lobby. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to look at 10 different knitting patterns. And I would totally wear everything. There's nothing that I listed that I wouldn't wear. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'm so glad you've been here with me for the whole thing. Again, if there's anything that you want to see in more detail, I have all of those patterns linked in my post that I will also be linked down below. And please come back soon, because later this week I will have some type of video, depending on the rain, all crochet pattern related. It's probably going to be a minimum of 10 patterns, because I have had quite a few crochet patterns queued in my Ravelry for years, because again, that's what I've been comfortable with for the last 10 years. So we'll see. I probably will have quite a few to share. So again, if you are a knitter or a crocheter, I hope that you have found some value in my content lately, and I hope that you stick around, because I'm just getting started this year. I've got so much stuff that I'm making that I'm bringing you along with. So thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.